Hey my friend, this is Joe Bakhmoutski, author of Simplified Cancer and founder of Power to Be Happy. Listen, welcome to day 8 of our 14-day lockdown challenge. You know how to stay sane, steady and strong in the time of pandemic. You know, today we're going to talk about worry. And worry, unfortunately, is something that really unites us all right now. Because at some level, we're all experiencing worry. Because you don't know how things are going to work out. Are you going to get the virus? Is it going to affect someone that you care about? How is it going to affect your livelihood? Maybe your business or your work or your like kind of social security payments or anything like that, right? So we're all worried because we don't know what's going to happen. And how it will impact our community, how will it impact our country, how will it impact, our world, our way of life. So worry in this context is unfortunately it's inevitable, right? So we've got to expect it, and we got to find ways to deal with it, because otherwise it's gonna drive us insane. So that's why I just want to share with you some of the things that I've learned about dealing with worry from my experience of going through cancer. Because that was a worrying time, I gotta tell you that. What's interesting even is that the biggest lessons that I've learned about dealing with worry have actually come from, after I got my all clear. Because I was really lucky that my treatment has worked. I'm super grateful for all the really incredible care that I've received from my medical team. But I gotta say that when it was all said and done, what I didn't realize is that now for every 3 months I'd have to go and do a whole bunch of medical tests, and then go and see my oncologist for a physical exam, and he'd put it all together and basically work out whether the cancers come back or not. And I gotta tell you that that's hard, because you're living your life in kind of these 3 monthly increments, right? So what ends up happening is that, you 2 weeks, leading up to it, when you start to go for a test, you're gonna start thinking about it and start worrying, and you start asking yourself all of these questions like, is the cancer, has it come back? This pain or an ache, does this mean, is this really a sign that, it's here again? Does this mean that I'm going to need more treatment? If so, what will my life look like after that? Or does this mean that I'm going to die? Like, all of this starts playing on your mind, right? It really gets to you. Like, it's all of these mind games. It's hard, and it just bothers you, and it stops you from living the life that you want to live, because you're always end up being like distracted, because you can't fully focus on anything, and then become frustrated because nothing gets done, right? So it's hard, and that's kind of how we're living right now, and it just kind of starts to take over your life, So for me, I know that just one night I just couldn't handle it anymore. It was about maybe a week before I had to go for the test, and I had to get out of the house, and I went for a walk, and I went out on this footpath, close to our house, and it was pretty late, right? So it was pitch dark. So I'm on this footpath, I'm walking forward, and I could barely see like maybe 3 or 4 steps ahead of me, because it's late, right? And I'm walking along there, and I'm walking along the train line, and I'm thinking, like, what can I do? Like, what can I do about this whole crazy thing coming back? Well, nothing, right? Like, it's kind of biology and random chance. But what about the rest of my life? What about the rest of my life? Have I got that under control? Because if I really am living my best life, if I really doing all I can, if I really got that under control, then I can manage uncertainty, I can manage worry, I can find better ways of dealing with that, because it becomes small. So I could need to do something about living the life that I want, that is best for me, And what does that even mean? So I came up with the definition of best being bold in my decisions, being excellent in what I do, and it being sustainable over the long term, and where I am true to my values. And I thought, well, am I living my best life right now? And I thought, I'm not. I'm not. And if I want to be able to manage worry, if I want to get on top of that, I mean, I gotta put all of my energy into living my personal best life. So I got to figure out, what does it look like for me? What does best really mean? How do I become, bold in my decision? How do I become truly excellent in what I do? How do I make that to be sustainable over the long term? And so that I can also stay true to my personal values and beliefs. And I figure out that it really comes down to really three things. And those three things I now call the 3 Ps, right? That really allow me to really, what I believe, live my own best life. And those 3 Ps are your people, your passions, and your projects. So that's so your people, that's clear, right? These are the people that you care about the most. Maybe it's your partner, maybe it's your friend, maybe it's your family, maybe it's people you work with, maybe people in your community. So I want you to think of one person, right? We're not gonna look at all of your life right now. We want to concentrate on the one person who looks up to you, who needs you the most right now. Who is that one person? And how can you step up and really be there for them and really support them and really champion them right now? I'm going to put all of that again in the worksheet. But have a think about, who is that and how can you be there for this person? And also, when we talk about our passions, like, what is something that you can do right now that you can really, love and kind of lose yourself in? What is something that maybe you've done in the past, but you got busy or sidetracked and you really haven't had the time to really get back into it? What is it? Something, maybe a hobby, maybe something that you love doing that you can just bring back and do more of? What is something that you can really feel fired up about? Something that really excites you? Something that's just fun? What is the one thing that you can really bring back in your life and really just get going today, that you can really spend some time doing? And finally, when it comes to project, what is the one thing, if you could pick one project, something that will give you the sense of achievement, something that will give you a feeling that you've done something meaningful with your life, what would be the one thing that you can plan out from start to finish, something that you can truly get on top of and get done? Because I gotta tell you, when you put all of that together, when you do those 3 things, when you work on those 3 Ps, you will end up living your best life. The life that you are proud of, the life that you are excited by, the life that is your best, where you are bold in your decisions, where you're excellent in what you do, where it's sustainable over the long term, and where it's true to your personal values. And when you start to do that, you've got all of your life under control, at least what you can have under control. And then you really can have no doubts. You can't really blame yourself for anything. You've done everything that you can. Yes, there was some uncertainty that will always be there. Whether that's going to be true with or without the virus, right? We're going to have the uncertainty in our lives no matter what happens. But when you put and live your best life to your ability, you effectively are putting a lid on uncertainty. You are on top of worry, and you can deal with that because you feel that you are going in the right direction in your life no matter what happens. Thank you for being here, my friend. thank you for really taking the time. I mean, day 8, if you stuck with me all of this time, it's so crucial that we go through this experience together, right? Because as you know, it's alone, my friend, that we suffer. But together we hope. My name is Joe Bakhmoutski. Thank you so much for being here. Please do the worksheet below this video. I think it will serve you as well. And I'll see you tomorrow.